Righto, our website's all about the punters, and we've had a request from the ESCC to interview Rupert Guinness. Now, Rupert, how many tours is this for you now, mate?
Well, mate, this is my 23rd tour.
Yeah.
And as you can tell, that whether it's sunny or wet, I mean, they're always different, but when it's wet like this, I mean, you start to miss home in those winter mornings. I wish I was out there at 5 in the morning in a nice crisp winter Sydney morning rather than here in the wet. No, I don't. I'm loving it.
A load of absolute crap. Now, in the 23 times, have you ever seen anything like what happened on stage 9 with Hoogerland getting knocked off his bike?
No, that was the most craziest thing I've ever seen. And you think of the context of the whole day. You know, you think what Contador's crash where he just got basically, you know, belted out by carpets into the barriers. Yeah. Human ping pong ball he became. And then you got that massive crash at the 100k mark, which was, you know, obviously a terrible crash. And then for what happened with the car, I mean, I've never seen that before, you know, and that was a technician who was driving that car of French television. It had nothing to do with the written press or anything like that. It was reported it was the press, it wasn't. And, I mean, those two guys, you know, they could have been killed. The only good thing, I mean, I wouldn't even say it's a good thing, but at least there's image there of the impact of what happens when a car hits cyclists. And we all know that out in the road there. It can happen to any of us in our club groups. It can happen in a race, but you can just see what the impact of that sort of accident is.
Now, how tough a cyclist? That's the next thing. 33 stitches. He was absolutely battered and bruised for the rest day, but then he goes out and rides, what was it, 170 k's yesterday, holds onto the jersey. Unbelievable. Yeah,
Johnny Hoogerland. In Holland, there's Hoogerland fever. They can't get enough of Johnny. They love him there. And, you know, there yesterday I think he finished about 5 minutes down and he still kept that jersey. And, you know, he's got 33 stitches. He's got a bunch on his arse. He's got it on his calf muscle. He's got them on his arm, I think, as well. And can you imagine with that stitches in your derriere and having to ride a bike? It'd keep you on your toes, wouldn't it, for the sprint, I think?
Now, wrapping it up, mate, Cadel Evans. Do you think he can win this year's tour? I personally think it's Andy Schleck's and the Schleck brothers are the smoky, well, the favourite, but I don't know, it's going to be bloody tough up the mountains.
Well, not to put the mocker on Cadel, but I actually think this could be his year. Yeah. You know, I don't think Andy Schleck, I think he's missing something, that edge, that mental edge somewhere. Yeah. I'd actually put Frank Schleck ahead of Andy right now, but I don't think he'll do it either. I really do believe Cadel can do it. I'm not saying he's going to do it, but I think he can do it. He's got the right team and he's got the right mental attitude now, and it's all there for him to take.
If Cadel does win the tour, what would happen back in Australia for the sport of cycling?
All cyclists become alcoholics from the celebration, I reckon. No, it'd be huge, absolutely huge. It's like one of those final frontiers for Australian sport. It'd be like 1983, the America's Cup, when we won that. You know, people didn't know about America's Cup, but they heard about it. Suddenly everyone loves it and celebrates it all day long. And I reckon it'll have the impact of the America's Cup. And I think even bigger, because the sport of cycling is getting so big now anyway, the long-term effects will probably be far bigger than what the America's Cup was to sailing in Australia.
And if he does win the Monday, if anyone sacks someone for not turning up to work, he's a bum.